This past year, each of our school lunchrooms received 3 health inspections. It was 114 overall health inspections, and of those 114 health inspections, 111 of those were perfect scores of 100. The schools we will recognize today have a decade or more of consecutive perfect health scores. Our school nutrition managers and staff work so hard to make healthy and safe meals for our students, and we are honored to recognize them here today. Meredith Potter, our Director of School Nutrition Program, is here to join me and Mrs. Hughes up front to celebrate each of you. And managers, when I call your name, please come forward. And you're safe today because Wanda promised me she was not coming down here today. We'll see. Okay, the first group we'll recognize today are the group that has 10 consecutive years of perfect scores. From C.B. Watson Primary School, Gretchen Gruber. And Langston Road Elementary School, Robin Webb. Okay, so for 11 years, Kings Chapel Elementary School, Norma Hernandez. And Northside Elementary, Antoinette Gordon. Okay, now with 13 years, Eagle Springs Elementary School, Sharon Dees. Northside High, Morgan Hamill. Northside Middle, Pat Rice. Pearl Stevens Elementary, Nicole Richburg. And Warner Robins High, James Bryan. Now with 16 years, Parkwood Elementary School, Mary Land. With 17 years from Houston County High, Tricia Nicolosi. And Perry Middle, Sharon Arnold.
Excuse me.
18 years, Huntington Middle, Josephine Durham. Also, Quail Run Elementary, Brittany McCollum. And with 19 years, Lake Joy Elementary, Cindy Hypes. Warner Robins Middle School, Brandy Smith. And finally, for 21 consecutive years of perfect health scores, David Perdue Primary, Brittany Williams. Miller Elementary School, Steve Askew. Morningside Elementary, Donna Stewart. And Tucker Elementary, Zach Givier. Thank you, Meredith, to you and all of your team for the great job you do of serving our students. At this time, we'd like to honor 8 of our students who attended the Governor's Honors Program over the summer. First, we would ask Houston County High School to come forward to recognize their student.
Dr. Scott, board members, thank you for having us. I'm going to let my student introduce herself.
Good afternoon. I'm Roxanda Malcoach, and I attended GHP this summer, majoring in social studies.
And Dr. Scott and board members, I'll have you know she was also part of a group while she was there who was asked to address an issue that they thought they could correct, and her group chose to look at deficiencies in QBE funding for our current state of education in our state. So maybe worth a good conversation. So.
Yeah, we need to have a talk about that.
Yeah.
And next, would Veterans High School come forward and introduce your students?
Good afternoon. It's quite an honor to be able to recognize this many students who went to GHP. I'm Amy Barber. I'm the principal at Veterans High School. Along with me, I have Ms. Brock, who is our assistant principal for instruction. She works directly with our GHP nomination process and interview process at our school. And then also with Ms. Brock is Ms. Lindsay Lambert. This was her first year teaching at GHP. We've had another teacher teach in the past, and she would tell you it's probably some of the best professional development she's ever had. And even when she retires, she thinks she's going to go back. So that's her new plan. But she's worked very closely with these students in the past. We had 6 students who attended. We actually had 7 finalists, and we had 10 nominations. This is the most we've ever had in one year. So we're most proud of these students and their accomplishments and the fact that they were that competitive. They would tell you, and Ms. Thomas would tell you, that because of the concentration of students in the Atlanta area, very often the Atlanta area is more represented and they get more nominations than us. So for us to have 6 attend, our 7th, the only reason he didn't attend is he was in a residential program in New York for dance. And so he declined GHP to go there. So the fact that we have this many students is quite a testament not only to our school system, but also to our school and these students themselves. They're going to introduce themselves and tell you about their major.
Hi, my name is Hirsch Patel, and I majored in biology and environmental science.
Hi, my name is Brennan Barnwell, and I majored in voice.
Hello, I'm Mackenzie McCormick, and I was a vocal major.
Hello, I'm Andrea Vaughn, and I was also a vocal major.
My name is Anne-Marie Pummel, and I majored in communicative arts.
My name is Kaylee Brown, and I also majored in communicative arts.
And next, Warner Robins High School would come forward.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. DeShazer Williams. I'm an assistant principal at Warner Robins High School. I'm going to introduce Ms. Janet Wade because she is the counselor that oversees our program at our school, and I'm going to let my student introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Reagan Batten, and I majored in communicative arts at GHP.
I want to tell you a little bit about Reagan. Today we found out that she is an animal lover, a real good animal lover, like chickens. So I just wanted to let you know.
Like fried chicken. It's great.
So thank you to everyone who came today. It's always exciting to have visitors. In the summer it gets kind of lonely, but we're happy to have each and every one of you. Okay, as we move along, the first couple of items, Dr. Unruh, we need to adopt our agenda.
Madam Chair, I move to adopt the agenda as published.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to adopt the agenda as published. Are there any questions or comments regarding the agenda? All those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay, motion passes 7-0. Okay, the next item will be to approve our minutes. Dr. Unruh?
Yes, ma'am, I move to approve the minutes from the previous meetings.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve our minutes from our previous meetings. Any questions or comments or corrections to the minutes? There being none, all those in favor, please raise your hand. Motion approved 7-0. Okay, the next item we have is item number 6, and this will be our board member comments time. So we're going to start over on this end. Mr. Crockett, if you'll start us off, and then anyone that wishes to make comments, jump right in.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We're excited about opening another House and County school year. We want to thank all of our administrators for working so hard getting ready for the teachers and students to return. Thanks to all our awesome teachers who teach, love, and support over 30,000 students this year, and we appreciate all those who will be supporting them in their efforts. I was also reminded early this morning that there are many others that deserve a word of thanks. Each month I meet with a group of retired guys that I work with at Perry High for breakfast, and we meet and tell stories that aren't close anymore to how it really was. But as I was leaving home, I had to stop for one of our buses as it picked up kids in our neighborhood. It reminded me that there are many others who deserve a word of thanks and appreciation for what they do for our students and staff. So thanks to our drivers, to those who keep our schools clean, to those who feed our students, to those who mow the grass and change light bulbs. We couldn't do it without our maintenance crews, our warehouse guys, our IT folks as well, school nurses, SROs, and anybody I've left out. Thanks to all you do, and for all of you who will make 2024, 2025 another banner year for Houston County. And also like to recognize Ms. Donna Stewart. She's been 20-something years, perfect, whatever you call it, inspection. Well, it just kind of shows my age. I coached her at Perry High. But all of y'all are appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Crockett, and what a good reminder for all of us to be so appreciative of everyone that makes this system work. It certainly takes a lot of people each and every day to make this thing continue to move. All right, Mr. Upshaw, do you have any comments?
I think Coach covered it, so I'm going to yield my time to John. He might need it.
Okay.
Thank you.
We can do that. Mr. Nichols?
You know, I, coming from Northside High School, we had a standard in Miss Wanda. She taught, you know, how to do things the right way, and I just want to commend, number one, her, but commend Morgan and Miss Hamill coming into Northside and taking over and really continuing and carrying that pole and that charge of making sure things are done the right way. But guys, I want to take it a step further, as Coach was even saying. You know, I think about how hot it's been over this past summer. Okay, any of y'all's air conditioning bill, you know, your electricity bill went up. Okay, think about all of our nutrition folks that spent their summers putting together meals for all our kids to be able to help them to have food that might not have gotten a meal throughout the summer, guys. You know, that's real. And for anybody who doesn't understand that, you need to go watch and you need to go see what they do throughout the summer. And I'm going to tell you, it's rewarding, but it's hard because it is hot. You know, and to be able to, with Meredith and her lead and making sure that our kids get taken care of. You know, I go back to Thomas Elementary, guys. Y'all know where Middle Georgia State is on Watson, okay? That was my elementary school, Mr. Eddie O'Bacon. He was our principal. He wore his pants up here, okay? I'm just sharing, Coach, you remember, okay? But there was folks that worked there. I had a lady live beside me on Vicky Drive. Her name was Miss Blackman, and she worked there. And the hugs, and guys, the pizza, the pan pizza, and the yeast rolls. And why do I say all that? Because I want y'all to know that y'all make a difference in the kids. And it's remembered when you get to be 60 years old on Monday, okay? You remember those things about how much y'all poured into us. We're that people, you know what I'm saying? We're that person, and don't ever think that your job is minimal. Your job is so important. And as Coach said, all those that don't get the accolades, okay? I'm telling you, you deserve the accolades, and I want to say thank you very much for all your hard work and all you do.
Thank you, Mr. Nichols. Well said. All right, Dr. Unruh?
Yes, we had the opportunity to visit some schools the first day of school, and it was awesome to see the teaching going on a day that traditional goals have said to get them in, get them fed, get them home, to see the content encountered and dealt with was just another reminder why Houston County is the best place.
Thank you. Well said. Ms. Johnson?
I don't have any comments. Thank
Okay, what about you, Mr. Ivory?
They said it all.
Okay, they did.
They said it all. Thank you, guys.
All right, we will move on to the superintendent's report. Dr. Scott?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Every year we open our school year with opening session on the first day of pre-planning. So on July the 24th, we celebrated the successes of last year and reviewed the goals for this year. We also announced our district-wide Teacher of the Year. Congratulations to Mrs. J. Thomas from Lake Joy Elementary School. She was selected as the 2024-2025 Houston County Teacher of the Year, and it was certainly a big surprise to her and her family. Additionally, we honored Annette Pender from our school nutrition program. As the district level support person of the year, and Shay Massey from Mossy Creek Middle School as the school level support person of the year. So congratulations to all of our honorees. And I too want to personally thank everyone in our schools for the work they did to make our first day of school a success. As has already been said, there's so much that goes into planning for the school year. I know I talked to some of the principals and they say, I know I say this every year, but it's the smoothest start ever. And, so we love to see all the planning that goes into it and the success that our faculty and our students enjoy from that planning. And so with our board members, as Dr. Unruh said, we visited our schools and we saw hard work in action. We saw some sleepy eyes that morning that were not used to getting up quite so early, but I'm sure when they got on those buses and went through those breakfast lines that they were excited to be at school, and we're all looking forward to a great school year. And in closing today, John's already mentioned that he'll be an old guy next Monday, so it is Mr. Nichols' birthday on August the 19th, and so we want to wish him a happy birthday and a great day to come. So thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Dr. Scott. And speaking of birthdays, I think someone had a birthday on Sunday. Happy birthday, Dr. Scott, a couple of days later.
Thank you. I've decided I'm just going to celebrate every other year. So
Actually, the best plan is to start going backwards.
Yeah.
So once you reach a certain age, then you trend the other way. Yeah, 40, 39, 38, Okay, we will move now to our department reports. We all had an opportunity to review the department reports, and we asked questions last night, or were able to. Are there any additional questions or comments regarding the department reports?
Just good to see some good milestone scores.
And any comments from our department heads? Anything you would like to share? If not, we will move on to our new business. Okay, the first item under new business last evening were our financial reports. We heard preliminary reports for June and July. This time of year, it takes a little while to close out the June because of extra things that have to be considered. So there will be no action on financial reports today. We will finalize those reports and approve those at our September meeting. So we will move on now to our purchasing report. And Mr. Crockett.
Yes, Madam Chair, I move that we approve the August 2024 purchase report with a financial impact of $3,320,273.07, with those funds coming from the general fund and IDEA funds.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the purchasing report as presented. Are there any additional questions or comments regarding the purchasing report? There being none, all those in favor, please raise your hand. And motion approved 7-0. Okay, the next item, Mr. Ivory, is the bus purchase.
Yes, Madam Chair, I make a motion that we approve the purchase of one 2025 model Bluebird 77 passenger Type C propane bus. This bus will accommodate growth and/or replace an older unit. Financial impact is $152,795, and the funding source is Godot Bond Funds.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the the bus purchase as presented. Are there any questions or comments regarding this purchase? There being none, all those in favor, please raise your hand. Motion approved 7-0. Okay, the next item under new business will be personnel reports. Ms. Johnson.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to approve the personnel reports as presented.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the personnel reports as presented. Any additional questions or comments regarding the personnel reports? There being none, all those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay, motion approves 7-0. Okay, we do have one additional item under personnel, and Mr. Nichols, I believe you have that item.
Yes, Madam Chair, I recommend that we approve the termination of Lolita Glover's employment as presented.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the superintendent's recommendation to approve the termination of Ms. Glover's employment as a select food service worker due to job abandonment. Any questions or comments? Okay, all those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay, motion approved, 7-0. All right, only 2 or 3 more items. Okay, the next item, item E, Mr. Upshaw.
Yes, Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve the naming of middle school number 7 as Veterans Middle School.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the naming of middle school number 7 as Veterans Middle School. That's exciting. All right, are there any questions or comments regarding the naming of this school? Okay, we just keep growing. All right, all those in favor, please raise your hand. Motion approved, 7-0. All right, the item F, Mr. Nichols.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I make a motion that we accept the superintendent's recommendation for Snowco general contractors for the Lindsay Student Support Center parking lot reconstruction with a financial impact of $694,000.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the agreement with Snowco General Contractors for the parking lot at Lindsay Student Support Center. Any questions, comments? Okay, I know they will be excited to have a new parking lot. So, all those in favor, please raise your right hand, or your hand. Okay, motion approved, 7-0. Sorry, Mr. Crockett. Okay, that just slips out once in a while. Okay. And then there is one more item, and it's not on this piece of paper, but I'm sure maybe I have it somewhere else. Yes, item G, and Dr. Unruh, the fiscal year 25 local plan.
Yes, ma'am. I move to approve the FY25 local plan for improving career, technical, and agricultural education programs.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the fiscal year 25 local plan for improving our CTA programs. Any questions or comments? We did acknowledge last night how there's been a significant growth in those programs, and they're doing a great job, so thank you. All those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay, motion approved, 7-0. Okay, I don't believe we have anyone who wants to talk to us today. All right, no executive session. Okay, so we will need a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay. All right. Motion approved, 7-0. Thank you so much. I appreciate everyone.
Well, hello, how you doing?